Welcome back to Morning Coffee. I am Mark Cook on the Radio Vision Network, and guess what we're doing now? We're adopting pets. Yeah, that's right. We got a new segment coming up every week on Wednesday around 8:45. We're gonna be meeting some pups from the Voorhees Animal Orphanage that are available for adoption. That you can get in touch with them. They're available right now. So let's welcome David and Jennifer from the Voorhees Animal Orphanage. Good morning and welcome to Morning Coffee.
Thank you for having us.
You're quite welcome. So who do we have here this morning?
I have Vienna.
And I have Musketeer. They're hound mix sisters.
They're sisters. Wow.
Yes, they are.
Well, you can see the coloring, you know,
They've got that
around her
wrinkle.
ears.
Mhm.
She's got it on her whole body. It's these are two of the sweetest dogs I have ever met, and I'm not exaggerating. I know. Yeah, it's the truth.
Oh, you're taking them home, aren't you, Mark?
I believe me, I want to. I absolutely want to. You guys, I told you I have a dog. I have a beagle. His name is Charles Barkley, by the way. You know, my wife calls him Barkley all the time, and I'm like, no, you have to give him his full name, knucklehead, right? That's why we named him that way. That's the whole thing. So this is really, I think it's amazing what you guys do over there. You offer so many different services, and you really are aggressive in trying to make sure that the animals are taken care of very well. So let's give the backstory on these guys, because they traveled quite a distance to be with us today.
They did. You want to take it, Jen?
Sure. We actually, when space allows at our shelter, we're able to pull from other areas. So these guys were rescued from a high kill shelter in North Carolina, and they came up via transport Saturday night about 11 o'clock. And
Wow.
we had a group of volunteers meet them at the shelter and get everybody all settled in. But these guys, wouldn't have lasted much longer if we hadn't pulled them.
It's amazing. I think it is such fantastic work, right? Because these animals need a voice. They don't get the voice like a lot of us in America and society today. We get louder, right? We get loud, we want to get heard, and we stomp our feet, and these guys need a voice, and they need somebody to advocate for them. And look how sweet these dogs are. These are a perfect addition to any family, anybody, any person who wants a dog. Now, we know that they were in a tough situation before, but you've monitored their behavior and their activity, and they are just ready to be loved, huh?
Yeah, and
They're
they're
ready
ready
to
to go. They're
Yep.
ready to be adopted. Everybody leaves our shelter either spayed or neutered, microchipped, and up to date on their vaccinations. And
That's
these
huge.
guys are ready to be adopted.
Yeah, I mean that is really important for people to know out there, that any dog or animal that is received by the Voorhees Animal Orphanage, before it is able to go out the door, it is
Right.
made sure 100% that all the vaccinations are up to date, that it is microchipped, that the dog is in good health, that, you know, a lot of times there's a little bit of a question mark there, and you guys really kind of take hold of that to make sure that the healthy dogs are being placed with people, and that's just so important. And one of the huge things that you guys do every year is coming up next week, which is so cool. It's Wolfstock. And it's at the John Connolly Park, which is a huge park in Voorhees. It's fantastic. You've got food vendors, you've got games, you've got all sorts of stuff. But the thing that I really liked about it is that you do the microchipping on site there.
Sure.
If you have a dog that's not microchipped, now, just in case you're not sure what the microchipping is, it's a very safe procedure that they put a little microchip.
It's the size of a grain of rice.
Yep, into the dog. That if the dog ever gets lost or anything happens, you can digitally track the dog and get the dog back. It's a thing that every dog should have.
Real quick story, we had a dog that was animal control brought in. Actually, two guys brought it in from, I believe, the Stratford area. And the dog happened to be microchipped. It turned out the dog was from Brooklyn, right?
From the Bronx.
Or the Bronx.
Yeah.
Was stolen
And somebody
3
was
years
looking.
ago. And we, two of our staff members on their day off, took the dog back up to the Bronx and
Did you
reunited it.
Video?
We did.
It was all over the news
Oh
from Philly to
man,
New
that
York.
had to be amazing.
All because of microchipping. All because of microchipping.
So that is just a testament of how important it is, because I must be naive, because I didn't realize that was a really common problem, that people steal dogs.
Right.
To me, that is like the craziest thing in the entire world. Like, how could you do that to someone else or the animal or anything, right? So to hear a story like that, that is, it is so amazing. And the joy in that owner when they got that dog back, I imagine the tears were...
They had a block party.
Yeah.
Oh, that
And
is...
the dog remembers them, absolutely.
Oh, that is so fantastic. And that just is a really great testament to the work that you guys do. But I want everybody to know that on the 24th over at John Connolly Park in Voorhees, that this wolf stock, you know, David was just telling me about it. We're talking about an event that gets 4,000 people out there. It's a huge, great thing. You have, like I said, you have music, you have food, you have games.
We have about 80 to 100 vendors.
We're at about 100 vendors right now, and that's
Great.
different crafters and exhibitors. We also have about 25 different animal rescue groups from the area, and they'll have adoptable animals.
Awesome.
We'll have adoptable animals. We've got live music. We've got the mummers coming. We've got a lot
The
going
Furco
on.
String Band
Oh, cool.
leads our alumni parade in. So we have all of our past adoptees come back and
That's so
visit.
cool.
It's great. It's a dog-friendly event or pet-friendly event.
Right.
We ask no retractable leashes, and it's a great day.
Yeah,
It's a great day.
it sounds great. And if people want more information, they can go to vaonj.org.
Yeah.
And get all the information about Wolfstock there. It's such a great thing, and you know the animal orphanage is right on Cooper Road in Voorhees, and you can head over there today. And I urge you to head over there today because these pups are not going to last long over there. They are such sweethearts, so well behaved. How does that happen? How do these dogs come into your care so well behaved? Is it a bad story? Because I think my dog is well behaved because of the treatment that he got when he was a puppy, and it wasn't the best treatment, right? That's the rescue aspect of Charles
Right.
Barkley.
But I like to think that any animal that is rescued from a situation, I adopted from the animal orphanage about 5 years ago, and I swear they know that they were saved, and so
Yeah.
that kind of adds to their temperament.
Yeah, I mean their demeanors are just so calm and loving. I mean, I've kind of, I mean I love this one, but I've kind of fallen in love with Musketeer here because she's just so sweet, and I mean we're thinking that she's about 12 weeks, and we don't have an exact age on her, but she's you know less than a few months old, and
She kind of looks like a plot hound. I think she's a plot hound.
she's beautiful.
Yeah.
Her coat is just so like I just looking. You just want to look at this dog,
she's
right?
absolutely beautiful. But look at them together.
And they're
now.
playing. So,
Yeah.
so is that the ideal situation? If a really big-hearted person out there could take both of the dogs together, is that the goal?
Sure.
I'll tell you, and I always had one dog, and a few years back, or a number of years back, we had a dog pass, and we decided to get two, and it's really neat having two. You're pushing for
I'm
two?
pushing for two, my
Well,
wife.
You know what? It takes the load off of you too. It does. It does. They play with each other.
do.
They keep each other entertained. They keep you more entertained.
Yeah.
It's great. I mean,
I think it would be great for the dog that I have. I think
It
that
would.
he really is starving for more canine interaction. And you
You
know,
do it.
I'm
You do it.
I'm working.
you just take it, you do it,
We'll
and
get the
after
papers
5
to you,
minutes,
right?
yeah, we'll send the paperwork.
You know what?
Done and done.
I'll keep laying the groundwork. It was really funny because the way it kind of came about, I had been talking about getting a dog for a long time, just like a lot of people out there have been talking about it. And it was the day of the Eagles-Cardinals NFC Championship game. I woke up that morning. I called SOS Beagle Rescue, and I'm not trying to distract or send you different places. I'm just saying that we're all trying to do great work.
We all
Right?
do good things.
I called her that morning, and she said, "Come on over. I think I may have the perfect dog for you." So the first dog that came out, his name was Gunner at that time. He was a hunting dog. I mentioned that the hunter didn't want.
Well, you know,
And
Mark, we have people.
she felt right in love with my wife. Felt right in love. I went home with the dog and then got to watch the Eagles lose that day. But anyway, so tell me, you've got beagles
We've
over?
got beagles. We do.
Really?
We have two beagles right now, I think. One older one and one younger one. So
How
we
old is the older
might
one?
want to stop by. He was a surrender. I want to say he's around 8. He's an older guy.
Okay, so he's right around the age
Yeah.
of Charles Barkley.
And that might make more sense to
Yeah.
have a calmer, older dog that's
More of a companion.
instead of.
I'll keep laying that groundwork. But in the meantime, all you folks out there that are looking to adopt a pet, head over to the Voorhees Animal Orphanage, VAONJ.org. Check them out. And I urge you to head on down there today. If you're seeing this today, head down there today because, again, these dogs aren't going to last long. So
when we do get dogs like this in, as great as they are, they go out. I mean, our average stay is what, about 5 days once they're up for adoption.
Wow, that's amazing.
For puppies
Right.
like this.
Right.
Yeah, but no, we have plenty of dogs there though that are looking for good homes and that aren't puppies.
Right.
1, 2, 3-year-old up to 10-year-old seniors. So you know, they're all looking for good homes.
That's it. And you know what? Every type of dog can fit a type of person, right? So maybe an older person that's looking for some companionship can't handle the
get a broken in dog that's housebroken, that you
Exactly.
can leave for 6 hours, and you know,
and the dog is
everything's
okay.
good.
No, that's my coffee. You can't have my coffee. That's my coffee. So we ran into a break. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna take a quick commercial break, and we'll come back. We'll just keep. I'm just gonna keep playing with the dogs. How's that sound?
That's good. What I'd like to hit on is there's a lot of confusion. We're on Cooper Road. Hit us again. We're on Cooper Road next to the firehouse.
Okay.
There's so much. We have about 3, 4 adoption centers around us.
Okay.
Just to let you know,
We are not the AWA. We are not.
No. Say it loud. Talk about it.
We split Camden County with the Camden County Animal Shelter. We handle. Was it 15 or 14?
We have 15 municipalities.
15 municipalities.
Over 40% of Camden County.
So, I mean, you know, so if you adopt your dog or get your dog from anywhere else and your dog gets lost, okay, and animal control picks it up. It's coming to us.
It comes to you, okay.
You move. You're moving. You got to get rid of your dog. It's coming to us.
It comes to you.
Okay?
So
we're the local pound.
We're a municipal
Oh,
shelter,
okay.
As
well as
okay.
an adoption center.
Yeah,
so
we're
we have
everything.
We're
Okay.
contractually bound to take dogs from 15 municipalities in Camden County, for which we receive nothing from the county.
Right.
AWA and Animal Adoption Center, for example, are adoption centers, so they can get dogs from the south. They can get dogs from wherever they
They're
want.
picking
but they
dogs
don't
like this
have
that they
to
can
take,
flip.
You know,
Oh,
people come into
wow.
us and they say, "We got a
So
lot of
we
pits
get-
full." That's what people, you know.
Yeah.
That's what
That's
we're
what
pulling out of
animal control's
Winslow.
bringing in.
Right.
Yeah, so yesterday we had 2 pit bulls come out of Winslow. They're great.
And pit bulls are great, wonderful.
They really.
But they might take, they
They'll take
still
a little
go longer to get adopted. But
Right.
we put the time in. We'll put in
Yep.
2 years, 4 years, whatever
Yeah,
it takes.
and I want to mention real quick about pit bulls because pit bull is the perfect example of a dog that is a result of their environment.
That's all.
That's all it is.
all.
People, if you treat a pit bull well from when it's a puppy, guess what?
Switch.
That pit bull is going to be a great dog. And you know how I know that? My neighbors have a pit bull.
I have.
And she is the
Sweetest
sweetest
Yeah.
dog you're going to meet. Gets along really well with my beagle, even though it's 3 times the size of my beagle.
Sure.
It doesn't matter
You
because
are
it
what
was
you come from.
That's right. It was raised right, and the problem is that we hear the stories on the news about the pit bulls, and people get the wrong idea because they're not fully understanding the situation. So awesome, guys. We're gonna take a quick break here on Morning Coffee, but stick around. We'll be right back after this commercial message.
Today's show is sponsored by Hargrove Demolition, your demolition experts. Hargrove is a family-owned and operated business right here in the southern New Jersey area, bringing you 45 years of demolition expertise. Hargrove has all your demolition needs, from emergency demolition service to demolition equipment rental. Hargrove is one of the state-approved recycling facilities right here in the southern New Jersey area. No job is too big or too small for Hargrove Demolition. Contact them today at one of their 3 locations.
When it's time for Jersey Mike's to give a sub some sizzle, this is the way. The way it's always been. The way it always should be. The way it always will be. Because that's just the way it's supposed to be. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
If you haven't been to Speed Raceway, what are you waiting for? You want to live fast? You want to make every second count? Then grab the family. Round up the guys. Speed Raceway is 100,000 square feet of excitement, whether you're a kid or a kid at heart. Speed Raceway is the place for endless fun all summer long. Log on to speedraceway.com or just get here now.
When we make Beyond Natural dry dog and cat foods, we start with real meat as the first ingredient. We leave out corn, wheat, and soy. And we own where our dry food is made. 100%. Can other brands say all that? For nutrition you can trust and your pet will enjoy. Does your food go beyond? Learn more at purinabeyond.com.
Extra Innings is the nation's premier indoor baseball and softball training center, featuring indoor batting cages, 7 multi-use tunnels, and training rooms. Extra Innings can provide professional instruction, private and group lessons, and the best year-round clinics. Along with a nationally recognized pro shop that features the latest and widest selection of equipment and apparel, our experienced staff can provide you with the right instruction and help you find the best equipment for your ability and budget. Extra Innings, where the game never ends.
Today's show has been sponsored by More Than Gifts. Come see our new location in Marlton, New Jersey. Not just gifts, but more.
Welcome back to Morning Coffee. I am Mark Cook. This is the Radio Vision Network, and we want to make sure that you got that information that's on this sign next to me. So follow me to camera 1. I'm going to put it right up on my knee here. It's Wolfstock. It's next Saturday, the 24th, at John Connolly Park in Voorhees from 11 to 4. Check it out. They've got so much going on over there. There's going to be thousands of people. They got almost 100 vendors. You can get your dog microchipped. They've got music. They've got food trucks. They've got games, they've got all sorts of stuff. It's an awesome party. Rain or shine, get out there, and you're gonna have some dogs and stuff out there.
We are, absolutely. We're gonna have cats as well, so
oh,
we don't discriminate.
Yeah, as much as we'll have animals up for adoption, there will be approximately 20 plus other rescues, right down to miniature horses.
Awesome.
So,
that's so
you know,
cool.
if you're in the market for a miniature horse, come on out.
That's funny. You know, you laugh because we've got a lot of farmland down here in South Jersey, and I know that those miniature horses, they do move. Yeah, I know. It's just a funny thing to think about, the miniature horse. We got to put a horn on one of them and call it a unicorn, and when we can make some money somewhere.
But you'll see all dogs from all shapes, all sizes, people that bring their pets in, and it's really, really a neat event.
Well,
just to be a spectator.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I want everybody, if they're available on the 24th, just to grab the dog, the family, and head down, and just go check it out. It's the biggest event that the Orphanage does all year. Okay, so we need it to get supported because it basically carries them through the entire year. They do other stuff, and we understand that all of the things they do over there are great, but this is really kind of the bread and butter. This is really what we want people to be.
This is our largest fundraiser. We really depend on what we make from this event. We don't receive any state or federal funding, county funding. No, we actually derive our income from the municipalities that we support, which is 15 municipalities in Camden County. We basically represent 50% of Camden County.
So it's hard. It's hard on a lot of levels. It's hard work because of obviously just the actual action of what you're doing, but it's hard because there's not necessarily a funding coming from places that maybe it should and that would really, really help. And you're doing the best that you can, and it's important that people come out and support your events like Wolfstock, because it really helps you do the great work that you're doing on a day-to-day basis. And look at these dogs. Like I said, we're going to be doing this on Morning Coffee every Wednesday, and I'm going to use this as my speaking point here. All right, so every Wednesday, tune in around 8:45, and we're going to feature a few more dogs, cats, Maybe we'll bring one of them miniature horses one day. I don't know. That might be in the future when I redo the studio here. But we make sure you check it out, and then go check them out. And we were talking about Cooper Road, right, in Voorhees, because there's lots of kind of stuff that may confuse people around you. We want to make sure that people know that the Voorhees Animal Orphanage is right next to the firehouse. That's the one you're looking for to go pick up this sweetheart or that sweetheart. It's just so fantastic. So what else can you guys tell me about anything? I feel like we have so much that we can learn, and I'm excited because we're going to get to talk each week. But is there anything that people really need to know about the Voorhees Animal Orphanage that we haven't already said? I think that you guys do such great work.
Well,
and
we do. I mean, you know, Jen and I have both been involved as volunteers. We're both on the board now, but we're still very active volunteers in the situation, and we are a volunteer-based organization. We have about 15 full-time staff members that take care of the operations of the place. Volunteers come at their own schedules.
Right.
The dogs and cats have to be fed, walked, whatever, you know, 7 days a week, et cetera, and cared for it. And that's our staff. And then, you know, the volunteers are great. They are great. I mean, we have right now about 200 to 300 cats and kittens, basically through our facility, through the Pet Smarts and Pet Values that are all volunteer based. They're in there at 6, 7 in the morning cleaning the
awesome.
litter and feeding and all that, and then in our foster network. So and that's all volunteer based. It's amazing, and we always need more volunteers, not just to they handle the animals, but if you have other skills. I mean, if you're allergic to animals and you're animal lovers, we need people to do it, run events.
To go to our dine and donates. And
I think the bottom line is that if you want to be involved and volunteer at the Voorhees Animal Orphanage, they have something for you to do.
And it makes you feel good.
Any skill level, any education level, they'll find something for you. Because look, this is kind of the proof that there are good people, there are good things happening in the world, that people are willing to volunteer their time and their talent to help out others and animals. And this is really important to make sure that people know. There's so many people out there, and I hear it all the time. I want to make a difference. I want to get involved, and I don't know what to do.
You can always give money.
Well, you can always give money. Everybody needs money. But David, you know that in a lot of cases, money isn't always the easiest thing for people to give. They could probably give maybe their time.
That would be
easier, right?
Yep.
That would be great too. And that's the thing, is that yes, it would be great if we could just get some big time donors to come in and fund this whole thing. But I also
looking for that.
I also love the hands-on, the heart, willing to help.
There you go. You say that. You know, when I'm there, I'm amazed. I'll be there on a Saturday, and I'll see a pickup truck. It's happened a couple of times where the back of the truck's loaded with food. We don't buy any of our food. It's all donated.
Wow.
Okay, and not donated by food companies, by individuals.
By people.
Okay, UPS comes in. People buy food on Amazon, just ship it to us from across the country. A bag of food comes in. But a guy comes in with like 20 bags, these 30, 40-pound bags, and then 10, 12 cases of cans. And I go, wow. He goes, well, I appreciate what you guys do. This is the least I can do.
And
it
that's awesome.
Every day.
It's so cool. I mean, that's got to make you feel really good. Look, I know that day to day, trying to like do the budgets and pay the bills and all that stuff, it gets hard and monotonous because you're trying to do the best possible work you can with what you have, right? And look, it's just honest. It's just how it is, and every little bit helps. So look. Again, you were looking to do some big time charity donation this year that you could write off on your taxes as we head towards the end of the year. The Voorhees Animal Orphanage is a perfect place to do that.
We started a capital campaign this past year. We're in desperate need of a new building. I mean, we waste so much money in the upkeep of our existing facility, which is. We put out 1,000 animals a year that we adopt out of there right now.
That's a big number.
Yeah, and in spite of the conditions we're under.
Yeah.
And if we were in good conditions, we could do that much better.
Yeah.
Could you imagine what we could do?
Well,
I
mean,
it's amazing what duct tape does, I'll tell you.
Well, we know that, but you know what? I've got a lot of faith in our viewers because, look, like I said, I think that there might be somebody watching that this could really hit home and understand that you guys do much more than just save dogs and then place them, right? Dogs and cats. You do so much more than that. You're talking about being like involved with the county and the state and being one of the leaders of the animal community in New Jersey. And that's, look, it takes money to be able to do those things. So like I said, if there's any big-hearted, generous people out there, get in touch. A very easy way to get in touch would be to go to vaonj.org and get the information there. So
you'll see our capital campaign on there. We actually have naming rights available. Hey, you want to have the Voorhees Animal Orphanage sponsored by?
That is
by Mark.
Yeah.
It's yours.
Yeah, the Mark Cook Animal Orphanage. I like it.
There you
we'll
go.
Talk offline. I don't want to know the number, what it would take to do that. But real quick, before I have you guys give all of your information out again, I want to make one final push for the puppies here.
Sure.
Okay. So their names again?
Vienna.
And Musketeer.
And Musketeer. And Vienna and Musketeer came last week from North Carolina. Hey, easy. They came from North Carolina, and they're all up to date on their shots and their vaccinations and their microchip, and they are two of the sweetest puppies you're ever going to meet. I absolutely adore these dogs, and if I wouldn't get divorced, if I brought one of them home, I absolutely would do that. So I urge everybody out there to get in touch with the Voorhees Animal Orphanage. If you want one of these dogs specifically, you can have it. If you want to go check out and see the other animals they have, the dogs and cats for adoption.
And we do have about another 8 or 10 pups, roughly the same age, different litters that came up with these guys that are available as well. Plus, our
got about 60 dogs right
60
now.
dogs right now,
all different ages,
ranging from 1 to 10.
Yeah, all different ages, all different breeds. That's awesome.
Yeah,
so,
everything under the sun.
So this is David and Jennifer from the Voorhees Animal Orphanage. Now, guys, this is like one of my favorite times of the show, right? So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna have you look into camera 3, and I want you to give all of your information again. Okay, we want to talk about Wolfstock. We want to talk about the website, phone number, anything that you want to say. As our old football coach used to say, the time is yours.
Go ahead, Jen.
So we are the Voorhees Animal Orphanage. We're located at 419 Cooper Road in Voorhees, right next to the firehouse. We're an open intake, non-kill animal shelter. We're your local community shelter as well as an adoption center. And one of our biggest events, actually our very biggest event of the year, is coming up on September 24th. It's the Wolfstock Festival. It is being held at John Connolly Park on Centennial Boulevard in Voorhees from 11 to 4. We'll have all sorts of things going on there, $25 microchipping. We'll have live music. We've got food trucks. We've got over 100 vendors, and there'll be about 24 animal rescue groups there with animals available for adoption. So we hope that you come out and support us. It's $2 admission, and it's a great day.
$2.
Such a deal.
That is the best deal going, honestly, for all the stuff you have going over there.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of like
$2 or a donation of your choice.
right. And that's the model, right? It's because look, you guys, you need money to operate, but it's about more than that, right? It's a couple of dollars to get in. That helps cover some of the costs of everything and all of that. But we know that we've got a lot of generous people out there, so they're going to come in and they're going to give you a few dollars more than that, and I really appreciate my viewers doing that and helping out Wolfstock and the Voorhees Animal Orphanage. I'm gonna really look forward to this each week. I hope you guys do too, right?
Yeah, it'll be fun.
This is gonna be a lot of fun. So make sure you get involved.
And come see who we bring that ends up in Mark's lap next week.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna end up with probably 12 to 15 dogs by the time it's all done, right? Well, I don't have any kids. I don't know if you guys know that. So it's just me and my wife and Charles Barkley. So the next thing you know,
It'll be you and 12 dogs.
it's gonna be me and 12 dogs, and she's gonna be gone. No, I'm just that's really funny. This is just so exciting, and I'm really happy, and I want everybody out there to get involved. And I'm looking around because I'm not exactly sure which camera's on. I think it's that one, but go get involved. VAONJ.org. Check it out. Thank you, David.
Hey, thank you.
Jennifer. I was going to shake the dog.
You go right ahead. You didn't even kiss
Nice to meet you. All right, that's going to do it for Adopt a Pet here on Morning Coffee. We're going to take a quick break, but we will be right back, so stick around.